Hello, I'm here to get ready today. We're going on a date. So every Saturday is kind of our official date of the week. We try to make this an effort for every week. And let's just get started with the makeup. Today we are going out for dinner at nighttime as well. So I don't plan to wear foundation right now. Also because I've got stretch class after this and I don't want my face to be completely full of foundation during stretch class. To first put some eye primer because I have hooded eyes. I received this mirror as a free gift ages ago. I don't even know where it's from. I think it might be Innisfree. Okay, it says here Innisfree. So I really need to change up the mirror. Also because I just realized it kind of distorts my face. Okay, first I'm going to cover them dark circles. So the type of makeup look I feel like going today is semi gyaru. Really likes it when I do kind of like semi gyaru makeup. So and I'm going to go on a lighter concealer. This is the same tip concealer, but I kind of use it as like a toning up effect. I don't put it directly on my face though. I kind of just put it on a brush and then I'll color correct because it's kind of what I do. And then I blot it out with a really tiny makeup sponge. This is the main makeup palette I'm going to use. It's number 7 from, I think it's just from Boots. It's called Nude Tonight palette. It's really sheer and shiny glittery looking eyeshadow, and this is like kind of the texture most Japanese eyeshadows are made of, so that's why it kind of suits the look the best. And then I'm going to use also the Rose Garden by Zoeva. It also has a majority of very like shiny sheer shades, which is precisely what I need. Okay, I'm always very scared when I buy a contour with the Fenty Beauty one because it's so the color payoff is insane. Okay, got my nose done, so I can do the rest on my face. Use the same beauty applicator to blend. This is what it looks like. I think it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'm just meant to blend it out with a beauty blender the whole time. I have misjudged you, Fenty Beauty contour. Now I know. Well, I said I was going to do my brows, but I haven't done my brows. I went on straight to contour. So while that sets, I shall do my brows. But I say that because I got distracted because I normally use my palette from the contour palette to first shade my eyes. I just use the medium shade and I just kind of shade in the areas that are a bit more sparse. From here I use the Brow Cara from Romand just to dye my brows a bit because my brows are actually really dark. Here we go, that looks a bit better. It really does feel like you're putting mascara on your brows. Spoolie brush. Time to neaten and lighten these hairs. Okay, now I'm gonna actually contour with the powder contour. I mix these two shades together. Contouring the tip of my nose so that it looks a bit sharper. Okay, moving on to eyeshadow. I normally start with this golden shade. I'll make sure that all parts of the primer that I've applied is coated with this. And then I'll briefly do the under eyelids as well. Okay, I am going to go with the middle shade now. The good thing about gyaru makeup, what I've observed, is that if you get like the main details spot on, even if you're quite rough or if you're quite heavy-handed with it, it still kind of looks really great. Okay, then I'm gonna use a smaller round tip brush to do the exact same thing on my low eyelids. Okay, then I'm gonna use the Zoeva palette. I think I'll go with this shade, Shining Bright. Then I'm gonna use another cleaner brush and I'll use this golden shade to highlight the 애교살, 卧蚕, as what we say in Chinese. A very warm golden, it's like sunset. And then I shall use this brown. Then the outer corners, they go quite deep on this. You connect it to the outer rim of the eye. I'm also going to use the same shade to line my upper eyelid so that it doesn't look so one-toned and it gives it a bit more depth. And then I'm going to use the same shade to line the 애교살. To draw it in like a wave-like motion because my original one goes up higher on the inner corner here and then it goes down and then I'll put it back up again. It looks like this, I know, but we're gonna blend it out with the same golden shade that we used at the very beginning. I will also use the middle shade from the contour palette that we used earlier to also deepen the 애교살 to make it look a bit more shadowy. I'm gonna use a liquid waterproof brown eyeliner and line my eyes. I'm going to go slightly down and then out. Like that. Also tight lined my eyes a little bit, but using the darker shade, this one. I'm also going to use a soft gel eyeliner pencil that in brown and re-tight line my eyes. Another thing about gyaru makeup is that they make their inner corners really bright. So I'm going to use the lightest shade and brighten up my inner corners and a bit of my 애교살. You want to shit with mama, she's such a good girl. I'm going to do my lashes. So I'm going to curl them up and then I shall put some falsies on because without falsies, I think this look will look very funny. I bought these ones and I never use them. I suppose I can put them as accents. I kind of want to use these and I just get on with it. They're the last ones. But I do have to trim these up with scissors. So let me prepare my tweezers and my scissors. Scissors, tweezers. First lash first. I don't know if I can talk with doing this. This is the effect that they have. It's quite nice, but I can't seem to make them look as nice as the individual ones. So I think I'm gonna stop buying the really long full set of falsies and I'll just stick to the individual ones because this is quite difficult. Okay, I am going to put some of these tok lashes because I bought them and I want to use them. Okay, so I just finished putting on my lashes. I think this looks really nice as toppers. So let me just zoom in for you. But also the most tragic thing happened. I squeezed the eyelash glue too hard and look at what happened. So sad. It's all wasted. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm sure you can see the toppers. Okay, so I'm going to do my bottom lashes just with some regular mascara and mascara fixer. And then I just brush the bottom lashes. You might be thinking, this is quite heavy for daytime. And I agree, but I prefer it. Asian lashes. I normally burn the tip of a skewer stick and then press them down. Because normally when I do gyaru makeup, I have to do kind of like a really plain brownish orangey warm tone blush. So I'm gonna use this one. This one's from the Sim as well. And then I just use a regular blusher brush. This one is also kind of sheer, so do you see a trend here? I also dot some on my chin because I like the look of a blushy chin. The highlight with this 3CE Rose Beige, and then I'll use a smaller blusher brush for detail and points. For a highlighter, I use the Can Make one. I normally use my hands because I find that that helps much better. I just rub it in. And for more detailed areas, I normally use a smaller round tip brush and dab it on my nose. I also slightly dab in the corners here. Pretty sad, but this is the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, but look at the state of it. It's like dry. I don't know if I can still use this, but I paid lots of money for it, so I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna use it for my lip base. My lips are quite pigmented in whatever shade my lips are. So I'm going to cover them slightly with this concealer. I think this will look really nice. This is the Nourishing Lip Gloss by Makeup Academy. So I'll put this as the gloss. I like the brownness of it. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty in the shade Elevate as the base because it's a nice neutral shade. See, it's a nice neutral brown shade. And then I'll use the Makeup Academy. This is such a lovely brown. Okay. Ooh, my stomach just growled, excuse me. Okay, I think it needs a bit of a deeper color. Okay, this is the finished makeup look. I am going to do my hair, be right back. How long has it been? Ta-da! This is the finished look. I'm quite happy with it. I don't know if this screams gyaru with my outfit. Sorry, I'm just holding another one to give my sister-in-law, but yeah, I love the way it turned out.